You know, never in a million years did I thought I would be grateful for my childhood trauma, my time spent in addiction, homeless, jail, treatment centers, homeless shelters. I never thought I would be grateful for all those experiences. Parents that were addicts, grandparents that were alcoholics that drank. My grandmother drank herself into a coma when I was a kid. That made my dad self-sabotage so hardcore. My dad fell deep into his crack addiction after that. He was really close with his mother. My dad was a little bit of a mommy's boy. So that really, really hurt him, and that caused a huge ripple effect. And a lot of people don't realize the things they do affect other people, even when you think they don't. Like, your insecurities are making life harder for someone somewhere. You might not be able to see it, but people don't understand, because it's so easy to get selfish when you're sad, because all you can think about is how you feel. And it's like, we don't even think about the other people we could affect, both good and bad, with our actions until we start becoming intentional. There's a certain level of healing, I think, with living intentional. And when you're living an intentional life, it's just what it sounds like. Every move you make, you intend to make. Nothing's just on a whim. You still go with the flow. I'd argue that you have to have a strong ability to be able to go with the flow to be able to do that. And what this kind of makes me think of, the particular experience I'm thinking of, I worked at this office job, and I shared an office with this person, and we got along great. We had the same vision. We had the exact same job title, but I was working with men, she was working with women. And basically what our job was we both ran a 3-month class on stress management, anger management, goal setting, lifestyle management, accountability, time management, resume building, cover letter building, job interview skills. So we had 3 months to take someone who signed up for our program, and they would come to our class Monday to Friday, just like school, just like work. But basically it was meant for people who hadn't had a job in a long time, or they've been out of the workforce. One second. And we didn't work together, we worked separate, but we had the exact same material, we had the exact same, facilitation expectations, everything was the same. I was working with men, she was working with women. We shared an office, we were friends, we had very similar beliefs, we felt very similar about ourselves, and we both got that job with the same intentions, to be able to help people and make a living for ourselves at the same time. After about 6 months though, she got a boyfriend. I wasn't jealous, I was happy. Anyone who can find a relationship in the small town where I live is extremely lucky, because like most cities and towns, there's a lot of trauma here. There's residential school trauma, firstly, multiple generations of residential school survivors and family here in my city directly. We also have a treatment center here, a really, really good, high-class treatment center that actually cares about their clients. That helps our community so much, because people come here and they want to get well, and they fall in love with our small community. That's what happened to me. And I've been here for 4 years. And this is home. I never want to leave. It's like, where I picture my future is one day buying a house and turning it into a sober living, like a second stage, to help those first stage guys have somewhere to go when they finish treatment. And because in the place they're at, they're not allowed to work. They're not allowed to go out in the community because it's first stage. Sometimes you need to kind of have a little vacation from society and learn some coping skills and learn some tools and do some healing. That's what that place is for. My vision for my place is to take guys right from there. Now it's time for lifestyle management. Now it's time for daily routines, non-negotiables, the gym, getting out in the community, volunteering,
helping people who are struggling in our community, lifting each other up. That's what I see. That's my vision. That's my footprint I want to leave on the world. I want to be able to leave my son with something that speaks to what I care about. Not money, not things like that. I don't care. I want my son to take this on one day. I want him to understand his background on both my side and his mom's side who passed away. It's really important for me that my son takes on his mother's First Nations culture, tradition, all of that. And my son's going to accomplish amazing things. And anyway, back to the story. She started dating this guy. This guy was so insecure. This guy was so jealous. I don't even need to finish explaining him. You already have the vision in your mind. Weak, pathetic, just unreal. The things that this guy would question her about regards to me. But not right away. Because see, first, those kind of guys have to get their claws in. Then, the real them comes out to play. And it ain't so pretty. All of a sudden it's, I actually don't like you sitting in an office for 5 hours with him. I actually think you like him. I actually think, and I had a girlfriend at this time too, I think, and this is him, this is the boyfriend, you're angry because Cody has a girlfriend and you actually want Cody. And sometimes she would talk to me about this stuff without humiliating him. She was very respectful and she's a good woman. But I could see it, right? I could feel the tension. I could feel, you could cut that freaking tension in the air. It got so bad. It's like he brainwashed her. He changed her. Very quickly, she was not the same person. She was miserable. She was angry all the time. She tried to make life a living hell for everyone in that office. She was mean to her clients. She was rude, unprofessional. I'm surprised she didn't get fired. It's sad. It's sad. It's so sad because I remember feeling guilty. I remember feeling like I had done something wrong. I hadn't done anything but be a friend. And I even told her after she vented to me this one time, like, I'd love to meet this guy and be friends with him. And she said, I know you would, Cody. You're great. He wouldn't. He doesn't. He's a pathetic little bitch, straight up. Like, now I sound jealous. But these guys, man, they're all the same. They're all the same. And that's what they do to their women. And it's pathetic because, like, if they break up, he's going to get in another relationship and do the same shit. And she's going to be damaged. We need to do better. That man should not have been in a relationship. He shouldn't have been looking for a relationship. I guarantee you, before he met with her, he was probably just simping over any woman that would give him time. Like, it's crazy how this works. You see these women with these guys that are just like pathetic, and it affects their life. And like, it wasn't always like this, right? Our grandparents weren't like this. My grandfather was not a weak little bitch like this. Things have changed. We need to keep improving ourselves, and we need to look at this behavior and we need to call it out. We need to hold these kind of men accountable, and not in a mean, spiteful way, but like, hey brother, you know, let's talk about this stuff. Because for those of you guys listening to this right now, I know you have someone in your life that's like this. If it's not yourself, you can change. You don't have to be that way. You don't have to live your life based on your girlfriend, based on what you think your girlfriend is thinking. That's the thing. You don't even know. It's just what you think she's thinking. Bro, you don't got to live like that. And, you know, if you're not like that, I'm proud of you already. You've already done some work. But the friends of yours that you can picture right now as I explain this, these are the guys you need to talk about. And it's going to be a very uncomfortable conversation, but sorry, these are the guys you need to talk to about this. Practice your delivery. Sometimes it's all about how you deliver the message, right? So if your intentions are pure and you're coming from a place of genuinely wanting to help, That makes all the difference. Have a great day, everybody. Food for thought.